this example, I'm going to show how we can use rationalizing the denominator to simplify this expression right here. Notice that in the top I have more than one radical, so I will need to use the distributive property as well in this question. Now, if I want to get rid of the square root in the bottom, I'm going to multiply by a form of 1. That allows me to do that. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by the square root of 10 over the square root of 10. There's no need for me to use the 4 because 4 is already a rational number and rational numbers in the denominator are fine. So I'm going to put this inside brackets because now I'm going to need to use my distributive property to multiply through my root 10. So here I've got a root 6 and I'm going to multiply that through by root 10. So that becomes the square root of 60. I've got a positive being multiplied by a negative, which results in a negative. Here I've got a 2, and think of this as being like a 1 right here. So I've got 2, and of course my 2 roots get multiplied, so that will give me 30. Now in the bottom, I've got a 4, and the square root of 10 times 10 gives me 100. So right away now I see this perfect square in the bottom, and that's what I want. I want a perfect square in the bottom because that allows me to get rid of the root sign in the bottom. So the square root of 100 I know is going to get simplified. Now let's just take a second and break down the square root of 60 for me. So if I think about the largest perfect square that divides into 60, 4 would be the largest perfect square. So this would result in the radical 2 root 15. 100, of course, is a perfect square, so that's just going to leave me with a 10. So let's go back and replace our radicals with these. So right here, this is going to become 2 square root 15. Over here, the square root of 30 is in most simplified form, so that can't go any lower. 4 times 10 in the bottom is going to be 40. Now, as a final step, I need to look through my numbers, which are the coefficients of the radicals. And I need to look at what's in the bottom as well. And I need to see, can I divide by a common factor? Here I have a greatest common factor, which is equal to 2. So I'm going to divide each of these by 2 to write my answer in lowest terms. So this results in an answer of root 15, take away root 30, divided by, 40 divided by 2 gives me 20. So this would be my final answer for this question.